Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin, and it's Friday. So, that means it's time for Fridays with Fred. So, what is Fridays with Fred? Well, basically, I got this book on sale, and I wanted to work through it. And since it's based on Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers, Fridays with Fred was born. So, we voted. The very first pattern I am working through is the Beginnings Cardigan. I'm making this for my husband. So that's what it will look like. And there's Mr. Rogers wearing it up in the corner there. So it's basically stockinette stitch with some ribbing on the sleeves and kind of a shawl-esque type collar. And I'm basically working on this and sharing my progress with you every Friday. And so this is Knitting the Neighborhood. It's the official knitting patterns of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It is, of course, so copyright protected that they don't even want you to sell makes you make from the book. So I'm going to be very careful to not reveal any of the pattern and just show my progress. And what is that progress, you might ask? Well, it's trucking along. And so I'm working on this at the same time I'm working on Sophie's Universe and my Twists and Turns MCal. So I'm basically working on this 2 to 3 days a week, depending on kind of how long Sophie takes. And this week I got this much done. But an inch is an inch and we take it. So basically you start at the back panel with the ribbing. It's a bottom up. This is done in panels, so it's back panel. Then you do a right front, left front, and then you do the sleeves, and then the collar is done separately and sewn on. So work this for a certain amount. Then you make your sleeve decreases, and then you make your back and shoulder decreases. So we are getting there. You know what I thought I had a measuring tape right here. No, I did, and I put it in a project bag. So I don't even know. We're about 8.5 inches in. I am a little over or about halfway to the point where I start making my decreases. That's exciting. I didn't know that. In case you're wondering, I know my measurement from my wrist to my elbow is 9 inches. So that's why I was laying it there. And why do I know this? Before I knew how to crochet and all I was doing was knitting, I made tons and tons and tons of knit slippers. And one easy way to get a person's foot measurement for their slipper, because I don't know about you, but I don't want to be measuring people's feet all the time. But your foot is roughly the same as your forearm. So measure that, you're good to go. Just little tidbits like that. So yeah, this is exciting. So basically, you have to, you're working up. Yeah, that looks about right, doesn't it? Because if you want it to hit at just about the hips, Brian is 2 inches, 2.5 inches taller than me. So yeah, then that would put, so here, we'll do that. Yeah, I think so. Sweet. So that is exciting. Oh, I didn't even realize I was at a milestone. Oh, I'm so much more excited. I was a little down. Sophie this week, I got, spoiler alert for a weekly roundup, I did finish the first half of part 7, but for some reason I kept miscounting and I had to keep tearing out, and the kids would talk to me and I'd be like, ah. So Sophie took so much longer than normal, so I got less time to work on Fred here, the Beginnings Cardigan, and I thought it was going to put me a little bit more behind. I'm sorry, I had a hiccup there. But it really didn't. Ooh, that's exciting. So anyway, I will have this book linked down below. The link I have is to the Amazon listing. I picked that because it is the most accessible to most people. It is also among the most expensive I have found out there. So do your research. I've also heard some libraries have it available. So if you are interested in knitting along with me, I would love to have you. And I'm not that far in. There's still time to join if you want to join the Beginnings Cardigan. And this is, I knit at my pace. So this is going to be a long-term project. You're going to see this same sweater for quite a while here on Friday. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's the way it goes. He should have it for the fall. Have I ever told you about my father's decade sweater? Indeed. I took 10 years to knit my father a sweater. He did, however, get it for Christmas in what was the first Christmas of the pandemic? 2021? Anyway, I took back knitting very, you're stuck in the house. Everyone was looking for hobbies. I had found the Yarny channels on YouTube, which I didn't realize were out there. And that inspired me to hit my knitting hard, and then inspired me to learn crochet. And here we are today. But anyway, so that is what prompted me to get that sweater out of limbo and actually finish it. And once I pulled it out of limbo, I really only had to finish one sleeve and seam it up. Why I let it languish so long, I cannot explain. We don't know why we do these things. But this will not take me 10 years. This will not be a decade sweater. And you are helping keep me responsible and accountable for that. So thank you. I appreciate it. Wait, on the last video, I do not think I responded to your comment, but I read it with the intention of responding, and then, of course, got distracted, as is my mantra. I have this project in this lovely bee bag, and this bag is from Whisk, WISKF.com. They're sending me more bags soon. I should at least know how to spell them. But they did not send this one to me. I won this from the lovely Dee at Dee's Creative Hands. Thank you, Dee. I love it. And it does. It works perfectly to hold 2 gigantic balls of yarn. So what I am using to knit this sweater, if you haven't heard me sing its praises enough, is Hayfield Bonus Aran Tweed. And I am loving this yarn. I got it from the Wool Warehouse. This gigantic 400-gram ball is bigger than my head and a mere 11-ish pounds. It's fabulous. The colorway I'm using is chestnut. It's a lovely, so I'm not sure you get it that well through the camera. Oh, I think you can. It's actually kind of tonal. There's different colors of brown worked into the main yarn, and then there's all these super fun flecks, tweeding the thing up. It's 20% wool, 80%, no, it's 74% acrylic, 20% wool, and 6% viscose. The tweedy bits are the viscose. So I love it. This has been so nice to work with. It is a 4-weight. In my opinion, it's working up to be a thicker 4, which is just fabulous, because when we took Brian's measurements, he was like just about right on the size I'm making for him, but we wanted just a touch more ease in it. So this being just slightly above gauge, it's just slightly bigger, is I think going to be very good, and it's not going to throw the proportions off at all, because he just needs a touch to just, you kind of want, at least I want my cardies to be more cozy and a touch bigger. And if he wants to wear it to work or anything, he's going to put business shirts and things under it, so he's going to want some of room for those. Anyway, I am once again blabbering. Blah, blah, blah. I will see you all later. Thank you so much. I will be on later today with winners from our Podiversary live replay. So if you want to get in on that, please go check out that replay. There are 3 giveaways. So get those keywords in your comments. And then Brian and I will be on this evening with the Poor Decisions. It's going to be, we have 3 options and we haven't singled out which one we want to do yet. So it's still in flux. So no clues for me yet, but it should be fun. It should be more enjoyable for us than these sodas. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay, bye-bye. See you later.